Welcome back to News Talk. Kyle Osborne here. We're talking about the status symbol that clothing and shoes, lately the symbols that they become for teens, sometimes inciting violence. We're back with Washington Post columnist Bob Levy and our guest, George Addison, a teen counselor. And gentlemen, lots of people on the line. Let's go to Tony in Northeast. Hi, Tony.
How you doing, Cal?
Okay, sir.
Mr. Lee, I'm proud to talk to you again. I think you probably know my voice by now.
Yes, I do. Good to have you back.
I just want to say that I came up through the days, and I'm 40 years old, and it's not enough activities out here for these teens. Everywhere you go at around these neighborhoods, people won't let the teens in the gyms or even the grown-ups. You know what I'm saying? These kids are hanging out on the street. They're not going to school. They need to bring the truant officers back out. That way the kids can't lie in these people's neighborhoods. They can't do this, they can't do that. And they need to be spot checked. You know what I'm saying?
Tony, I agree absolutely about the truant officers, but I disagree absolutely about this idea that kids have got to be amused 24 hours a day or they're going to start committing crimes and doing other things. Where is it written that they can't find something to do within themselves? Why do they have to play ball all the time? Why can't they sit and read a book?
Well, who said about playing ball? I mean, you can do anything. You can do all kinds of activities in a club. Well, I was raised in Jealous Boys Club,
right.
And we did everything.
But you can also do the same kind of thing if you just sit at home and read a book or even watch television, because who says you have to be down on the corner? What do you really get out of that?
Well, Mr. Levy, I want to explain to you the way the generation gap is now today. You have to really basically understand it. Now, I figure if you got enough guts to pick up a gun and shoot a team, you might as well start the draft and let them go shoot at the front line.
Okay, Tony, I appreciate you calling. Thanks for weighing in on that. I want to know, gentlemen, before I get to the next caller, if there's a way to solve this. I mean, Tony suggests a way to solve it is keep the kids busy doing other things and keep, make them, proactively pursue things to do. What if the value of the shoes were somehow less? These shoes are made for, whatever it is, 16 cents a day in Malaysia or whatever. They turn around, they sell them for $150. They target the lowest income kids out there, by the way, to buy these shoes. Is it the dollar value of the shoes that would make people fight or even kill each other, or is it the status symbol alone?
No, I think they're linked, Kyle. I think the fact that Allen Iverson shoes and Michael Jordan shoes are the most expensive has to do with the image of those two guys. But I hope you're not going to sit here and suggest that the companies are somehow responsible for doing capitalism the way capitalism's always been done. If people are going to pay those kinds of prices, why shouldn't the company give those, put those merchandise out on the ground?
I agree with that. I mean, the market dictates what they produce, and if parents continue to contribute to the madness financially for those kids to do those type of things, then they're going to always have something out there that another kid wants, and if another kid can't afford it, another kid will take it. Parents have to realize that the power lies within them, and to create those environments where the kids can find some other alternatives and use their mind. I mean, too many times kids are playing Game Boy and doing all those other things, but I don't think that makes them go out and decide they want to take someone's jacket or shoes because they don't have it. I think overall it's just the pressure of being living up to the status. The symbol of having those good things, those quality things that only the wealthy have. And, a lot of parents buy those shoes because they feel that they can't, support their kids' image or the dream of the image any other way.
Mr. Addison, once again, criticize me if you want for being logical here, but if I steal your sneakers, doesn't it occur to me that somebody could steal them off of my feet next?
Not at all. I think once you feel that you were bold and brazen enough to steal them, that they were pretty secure on your feet. But in reality, yeah, that could happen to you as well. You could take them, and then someone bigger could take them from you.
That's right.
I'll go to Naomi in Northeast, but I'll go out saying I still think those shoe manufacturers could be better world citizens, if you will. Here's, I know we don't say this about diamonds. People sell diamonds for big amounts of money, but I'm telling you, what bothers me is the cynical way that they market these things to kids who really can't afford them. But don't let me get off on a rant. Go ahead, Naomi. Stop me before I go on.
Hi.
Hi.
We talked a little bit, I heard you mention a little bit about capitalism.
Yes.
If my product is in association with violence, perhaps murder, perhaps, a mom sacrificing, if she chooses to buy her kid a pair of shoes that her child wants. Perhaps her child doesn't have to keep up with the Joneses, not trying to keep up in style.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is my name on this shoe represents violence, in spite of the fact that, yeah, I may make zillions of dollars, okay? But violence is associated, what, a couple of stitches versus a bullet based on these shoes?
Well, Naomi, I agree with you. If you're saying that parents ought to think twice about buying these very popular shoes, I certainly would. I would never put these shoes on my own son's feet if I thought it would put him in harm's way.
Well, you know, I believe that kids have a fad, whatever that fad is, Parasucos, Jordans, Lee jeans, whatever their fad is. If you walk into any junior high school or high school within a minute, you will see that they are very fad-oriented. Now, the fact that my child is an honor roll student, does well, is bright, has principles, has a wholesome outlook in life, and has on these shoes, because I decided that it's okay. You know, I have not decided, well, let's not, you know, make Michael Jordan a little bit richer because your life could be in danger. No, I don't. That's not my mindset.
Right.
My mindset is that, okay, you're responsible enough to have these shoes.
Okay, Naomi, they're actually hurrying us off to a break here. Hold your thoughts. Gentlemen, we'll come right back to you. We'll take more calls, and we'll hear more about this idea. You're watching News Talk.